So yeah, like I was 19 years old turning up at basic training, and I still had that like element of that fat shy kid that was like chasing me around. So like when I turned up, I remember turning up at the train station, and you meet like you all meet in the same location, and like the screws or the corporals come and take you up to the camp. And I remember looking around at the other lads and just thinking, like there's some big lads, but everyone looks stronger and fitter than you, or like more confident, or you just have this perception of them, and they're probably, looking back now, they're doing exactly the same. They're looking at you going like, fuck, like these guys are stronger, fitter than me. I think it's just something that humans have got ingrained into them. And then you jump in the minibuses and drive and get thrown like a set of like Ron Hills and a maroon jumper, and that's you like get your head shaved and you're initiated into the transformation camp from civilian to soldier. And it is literally that, right? You turn up as a civilian, wide-eyed, eager, and you leave as a soldier. And it takes 6 months. And do you know what? I kind of shocked myself getting through that, because I was never the fittest. Like I was never the strongest. I was never at the front. Like, and we used to do these exercises where, it'd be a warm up before we went on a tab, and the PTIs would, point to a tree and just say, right, everyone to that tree and back. Last 10, go again. And I'd always be in that last 10. And then it'd be right, go again, last 5, go again. And I'd always be in that last 5. But I kind of I had a bit of a theory around that. And I guess because I was never the fittest, never the strongest, but I've always completed stuff and always hung on. So I've always been used to being, in that fatigue state. Like that's quite normal for me, which, as we all know, that builds resilience and that builds a stronger mind and body. Whereas the front runners, they were just used to, running at their normal pace and just being okay with that. So, when you deploy to places like the jungle or some of these harsher environments, like where everyone is on that level of fatigue, like for me, it was just normal. And you'd see some of the fittest people just fall over and, collapse with heat stroke, or, just not be able to carry on just because of the conditions. And it might just be that, if you went and did something like Everest, you'd find it not as hard as someone who's done like a handful of marathons and ultra marathons and finds them pretty easy, kind of thing. Because everyone suffers when you go up in high altitude. Do you know what? Like my head goes empty when you're in that dark place. I've just always been someone who can put one foot in front of the other. And I think if you break down any mental or physical challenge, it's just a case of progression. And as long as you can keep that momentum and keep that progression going forward, you'll get to where you need to go. I'm in my comfort zone when I'm fatigued. So, that I just know that I can just keep, you break it down, right, and it's just one step, and then the next step's just one step. And just, forget about where it is that you need to go and just concentrate on that next step. And like the rest is just time, and time moves, right? Time ticks down, and then eventually you just find yourself in that position.